I think for now that's all we're going to put in the head. You can put some more stuff in there. We'll actually get to that later. We'll add some references to CSS files later, actually. But for now, we're going to go ahead and leave the head, and we're going to go on to the body. I'm going to go ahead and move HTML down there a little ways so that we can kind of separate that. So what we have here is we have all this information wrapped in the head. Remember, that is, again, wrapped inside of the entire HTML. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to add the body tag. Okay, body tag. Now, the body tag is where all your content's going to go. And, so any of the, really, actually everything that you're going to want to display on your website, this is where it's going to go. It's going to go into the body. So, all the visible content goes here. So, anyway, you have to open this tag and you do have to close this tag again. So, I'm going to go ahead and close this tag. We'll get it down here out of the way, okay? Because we're going to put a lot of stuff in here. Alright, so now we have, let's go ahead and recap one more time here. So we have our doc type declaration saying that this is an HTML5 document. We have wrapping everything in these HTML tag, and we have an attribute here stating that this is going to be in English, and that is the language and pronunciation that we're going to be using. Okay, now we have a head here, and the head, everything inside the head is not really visible content as far as our content we want to display. It's information about the website. For example, the title of the web page, the character set we're going to be using, and of course we can put other things in there as well as such as references to other files that we need, like CSS. Okay, and then next we've thrown this body in down here. Okay, now the body tag, this again, remember this is visible content. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just write hello right here. I'm going to save this and I'm going to preview it in a browser. Now Komodo Edit actually has its own built-in browser, and it doesn't really matter which one you use. Preview this file, see how in the default browser it's going to open it up right here. You can also view it in Firefox or whatever. I'm going to go ahead and preview this in Firefox, okay? And there we have a website. Well, we have a hello. Okay, so notice up here, all about trees. That's the title, right? All about trees. Again, here's the tab, and you'll probably be familiar when you open up a bunch of tabs here, how they all have those different titles. And then it says hello over here. And all that code just to do that, right? I know, not so exciting. But here's the thing. We have completely set up a document now to start adding content, and whatever content we are adding can be read in a browser. So, as you can imagine, all you do with HTML, I'm going to close this now, all you do with HTML is just add content, put tags around that content to tell the browser how it should be read, and then have a little bit of information up here letting a browser know that it needs to read this as HTML and render it the way we want it to. And then when we open it up and preview it in Firefox or whatever, there it is. Okay, now how does this work on the internet? What we're doing right now is Firefox is reading this file off of our own machine, right? Okay, so when we set these up and have them displayed actually on the internet, all we're doing is putting the files here. In this case, I am inside this MediaArts 341 folder, and here is my trees HTML site. You can see I've done a number of these already today, but here's my tree HTML. You just put this thing on a server, right? And then you have a web address that points to it. Okay, and that's it right there, and that's a brief overview of how HTML is read by a browser and how it's displayed as a web page. Okay, we're going to dive into adding content now, and I'll do that in the next video.